A local up-and-coming rapper has been killed while in prison in Northern California.
Welcome to American Gang Wars. Today we're tapping into the streets of LA, and we're going to be talking about the young LA rapper MoneySign Suede, who was greenlit by the Mexican Mafia and killed in prison. Now, MoneySign Suede was born Jamie Valdez on August 7, 2000. MoneySign was an up-and-coming rapper from the Huntington Park area who was generating a massive buzz in LA. Now, the Huntington Park area is mainly run by two predominantly Hispanic gangs, Florencia 13 and the Huntington Park Locos. These are two Sureño gangs that fall under the 13, which is the dangerous prison gang, the Mexican Mafia, better known as La M. Although MoneySign grew up in this area, he was never a member of any gang, but he was known to affiliate with different gang members. MoneySign Suede started to make a name for himself around 2019. Not long after this, MoneySign would drop one of his biggest records to date, at the time called Back to the Bag.
But I know Angel ain't no saint. Came out of Connie, planned to lick the next day.
But everything would come to a screeching halt 2 months later when MoneySign was arrested for grand theft auto, and he will be sent to jail for the first time. But although locked up, his popularity would still grow. And by 2020, his song Back to the Bag would hit over 1 million views on YouTube. But by June 2021, MoneySign was released on a 3-year supervision, which meant he was only limited to a 50-mile radius from his home. And if he violated that, he would be sent back to jail. Now, even with these limitations in place, MoneySign will continue to grow in popularity. Eventually, he will be signed to Atlantic Records, who will give him the financial backing that he needed. And by 2022, he would drop multiple projects, which included Parkside Baby, Grimy Park, and many others. And at this point, MoneySign was a bona fide star in the city and was not slowing down anytime soon. But also that same year, MoneySign will be arrested on 2 counts of firearm possession in Riverside County. These charges right here would violate his parole, and this would lead to him serving a 32-month sentence in prison. But before turning himself in for his 32-month sentence, he will record himself hours beforehand.
For me, I'm gonna have to turn myself in next week to go state prison. Yeah, I'll be back though.
I'm about to literally go in a couple hours, huh? And send me pictures.
Now, unlike the streets, the rules in prison are completely different. The politics in prison are race-related. The blacks run with the blacks, the whites run with the whites, the Mexicans run with the Mexicans, and the various other races that don't fit in with the majority are considered the others. But each race has a different structure and operate by a different set of rules. But the Mexican gangs from Southern California operate under one umbrella, and that's the Mexican Mafia. No matter if you are on the streets and you are at war with another Mexican gang, once you touch down in that prison system, all of that ends. Now, the Mexican Mafia is one of the oldest and most dangerous prison gangs to exist in all of California. They operate in multiple prisons like Pelican Bay, San Quentin, and Soledad. But their reach doesn't just stop in the prison. Their reach goes beyond the prison walls, and it goes into the streets. The Mexican Mafia is not just ran by a single individual, but by a board of members who can give orders. But also these same members can be taken out if any of these individuals violate the code. Now, MoneySign Suede, because he is from Southern California, he will automatically have to roll with the Mexican Mafia's program. And for those who don't know, anyone that refuses to get with that program can face dire consequences. And history has proven this, because in the early 90s, street gangs like the Loyal Street Locos, who refused to pay taxes, were greenlit by the Mexican Mafia and put on a hit list.
When a gang refuses to pay, it could mean death.
Lowell Street Locals.
This is Lowell Street in El Sereno.
We're Greenlighters, eh?
Where bodies are tattooed with the words Green Pride.
Tax-free, eh? We don't pay no taxes.
And tax-free.
They wanted money from us, and we didn't want to cooperate, so they put a green light on us.
Them is the Mexican Mafia, or La M. The Mafia called on all Latino gang members to kick back a share of drug profits to La M. Lowell Street gangsters didn't go along with the program.
They came to us wanting taxes, we said no. We're our own people, that's it.
And that refusal put Lowell gang members in a tough spot. For years now, near the top of the Mafia's green light list, meaning all other gangs have a green light to go ahead and assault or even kill Lowell gangsters.
Many members died in the streets, and also the moment that they touched prison or the county jail also were killed behind bars. By March 30th, MoneySign Suede will be transferred to Soledad Prison. And while in prison, MoneySign would write his girlfriend multiple letters. In one letter, she posted to social media. And in his letter, MoneySign stated, "I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm stressed the fuck out. As of right now, my people say I'm good, but anything can still happen. It's still a cold game, and all I can do is hope and wish and pray for the best. I should be good, but the hate is real." Then he goes on to say, "I can't wait to see you. Just in case I don't make it, I'll be waiting for you up there. I hate to say that, but they really don't want to see me win. What am I supposed to do? I want to know. All I know is stay strong and stay solid till I'm gone. But it's like that might be the end of me. I don't know." So as you can see, MoneySign was dealing with a lot behind those walls, obviously having issues with other inmates. And sadly, those chilling words would come true. Rumors started to spread that MoneySign refused the program. Now, programming can be a range of things. He could have been asked to pay taxes. He could have been asked to assault somebody. He could have been asked to hide contraband. He could have been even asked simply to stop speaking on prison politics over the phone or in letters. But whatever he was asked, he refused. And this choice by MoneySign brought trouble. And on Thursday, April 20th of 2023, according to CTF investigators, an informant stated that MoneySign had been attacked by another prisoner. You gotta understand how the prison politics work with the Serranos. You just can't do renegade actions and attack somebody, especially another Chicano member behind those walls. This assault was clearly a planned attack and more likely a warning. But obviously, whatever they asked MoneySign to do, he still refused even after this assault. And a week later, on April 25th, at around 9:55 p.m. during a count, officers stated that MoneySign was nowhere to be found in his cell. And this would lead to officers going to investigate MoneySign's whereabouts. Only minutes later, officers would discover MoneySign Suede unconscious in a nearby shower. He had stab wounds to the neck and was bleeding. Immediately, he was rushed to an on-site emergency facility where doctors attempted to treat him, but unfortunately, he was pronounced dead at 10 p.m. By daybreak, news had spread throughout the prison, and officials would lock down half of the prison right before breakfast. Not only did news spread to the prisons, but news would hit social media of his murder, leaving many in disbelief. But also, rumors began to spread with different theories on why he was killed and who killed him. Now, it is alleged that a high-ranking member of the Mexican Mafia named Raul Molina, who is currently housed in Corcoran State Prison, allegedly he gave this order and the mission was carried out. Now again, this is only speculation. Now this speculation also came about because around the same time, Raul was named but not charged in an FBI sweep called Operation Wipeout, where members from Wilmington area were arrested who had been tied to Raul Molina and sealed documents. But the weeks following his murder, MoneySign Suede will be laid to rest.
I still see you when you're next with me. Can't you see? I still feel